Hey guys, welcome to Life of Ed. This is Ed, and this is my work life for now. Plant shutting down, but we'll have some fun. Come on.
Oh, here's one of the best things about this building. You get to see the whole plant from here. There's the acid soup. Oh man. There's plant 4 over there. We'll get over there in a minute. Plant 3, I got little stories about that, but now it's gone. They sold that for scrap. And you got wastewater way out there. That's what I run. And inside this little building right here, the old steam boiler, but it houses our fire brigade truck, actual fire truck. We'll see it. But we haven't used that 5-6 years. And this is the other building I used to run. Oh, fun time. Good nap times in that one. I'll tell you the best thing about this though. Yeah, that's down there. Let's look at this. I don't know. That's 5 stories. So we're about 5-6 stories high. All right. Now to the best part of this. This right here. Told you about that door slamming, so you know somebody's that walked in. Yeah. On nights, I used to come up here when everything was running right. I don't know if y'all see it. There's a log, like a 6x6 over there. Used to lay up against that and the wall right there. Set me an alarm. Man, the best sleep I've ever had was right there. And no one could find me. That's before we had radios, and then everybody was required to wear radios. Still couldn't find me. Because you can hear that door slam. But even if they try to be sneaky about it, which we had a lot of supervisors try to be sneaky, they'll come up here, wouldn't see me, it'd be dark, there's no light. I just be quiet, because no one expects anybody to be sleeping on a roof. But man, good nap time. Over there, that's the RTO. Scrubs all the bad stuff in the plant and makes it good. Those old tanks that hasn't been used in 30-something years. But you see all the good and the bad. Sad this plant's shutting down. Making good money. Climbed this ladder plenty of times. Paging out, trying to go up there to see what's wrong with the dryer. One man ran this whole building. Except when you go package out. I mean, one person could package out. I've done it. Multiple people done it plenty of times. But you always want help. Of course, I ain't going to publish. There you go, publish this video till after the plant's completely shut down. Man, oh man. These are the pallets right here. We had an operator who decided to carry pallets up the stairs and fell and got hurt. He was okay, but he got hurt. But why would you carry pallets up 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of steps? Well, like somebody said here, not naming names, they could take anybody off the street and turn them into a chemical operator. Anybody off the street. That's why our turnover rate was high. Because although you don't have to be a rocket science to work here, you gotta have common sense. All right. Home from home, where I kind of grew up at, Plant 5. All right. Yep. We used to have a machine right here. Centrifuge, ran itself. You just have to reset it. It ran on Windows 97. Sometimes you could switch over the screen and play man, I'm drawing a blank of what it was called. Pinball machine. There you go. I had the highest score. But yeah, this right here, that's the receiving pot. And that line over there, we'll push material from all the way Plant 1 where we started at, through 10,000 miles of piping, through this little filter housing that has not been opened in about 15 years. And it goes to the top of this pot, which will go up there. But then we'll shoot it over to this pot right here. Man, we can feed from both pots, but this was the easiest. This chair right here is seeing a lot of nap time. This was our table. It's in bad shape. Actually, we had an operator get fired because of this table right here. This table was right here. He actually came up here middle of the day, which blows my mind, and lay down and went to sleep. Now, we have a person here who is notorious about sneaking up on people, love to get people fired. And that's what he enjoyed about work, just sneaking up on people, catch you doing something you're not supposed to, and get you fired. He used to come in early in the morning on the bridge of Plant 3 and 4. I'll show you that later on in the video. But he would just stand up there early in the morning before really anybody started coming in and just watch people. Whew. Here's another elevator. And guess what? It does not work either. It used to. This was the longest lasting one. You can actually open this door and hit all these buttons and it will function. We had to put a little sign there. It says push E-stop before opening. Because I can't tell you how many times this door was open. I was trying to offload something and somebody downstairs called the elevator down and it sure went. Either you stayed on the elevator and took a ride, or you jumped off. All right, well, let's go up a floor. This is where everybody hated. Good nap times. But really, the only reason he came up here was to adjust acid. Well, adjust the pH with acid. Or somebody done screwed up and you had to shovel all the stuff back in the pot from a super sat. Oh, there's security. They're doing a lot of rounds here. I don't know if you see them. They stopped like, what is this guy doing? All right. A little dark in here. That's why everybody loved it. Good nap time. We used to have some padding and would lay down. Hard to see, but right here, take a little nap. Look at all the bells and whistles. Man, oh man. Let me see my light, make it shine better. There you go. Let's take a look at some of these pots. I'll tell you about that vent line in a minute. Oh yeah. Still holding some water. Oh. So this vent system right here, world's best. Let me get on this side so you can see a little better. World's best vent system, right? So, I'll use my light. When you vent these pots, and these pots was off gassing because your atmospheric acid off gas. This vent system leaked. And when you was doing this, it had all this stuff. Look, it just added all up, right? So when you're adding, you had to be at the door. Cause man, this was some nasty stuff. Some nasty stuff. That's where we was. I told you about nap time. But yeah. Now they took all the important stuff out of here and moved it over to plant 4. Plant 4 is the workhorse after plant 1. Wonder why the guard is driving around so often. Maybe shift change. This is a good view. It is. You get to see I-20 towers. I doubt you see it, but there's a mountain way back there. That's the landfill. And it smells. But being a chemical plant, everybody blames us first. Can't tell you how many times I done went to the gas station to get some food. And the people up there was like, y'all making bombs. Y'all making stuff. It smelled up the whole neighborhood. You know, it's a chemical plant. It ain't supposed to smell good. But come money, comes problems. This is a lot of the reason why they didn't take care of the plant at all. Maintenance was piss poor at best. Look, that's a hole in the RTO line that takes all the vapors, all the vapors that we make, good, bad, whatever, from plant 1, and it moves it to the RTO where it scrubs. I gotta watch where I step. I done fell through too many gratings here. Too many gratings. Had a person that fell through a grating a couple weeks ago. Now he's getting paid. He got hurt. He's okay now. But man, I know he's gonna get a penny off of it. Oh. Well, let's walk back up to the front end. I didn't really have to worry about the front end. I had a guy who ran it. Best guy I ever had running. Even when it caught fire. Freaked out. Got the fire out. Reported it. And it was right back to work and sleep. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now this up here made a lot of money. These were the Grenier pots. Grenier mag, so you know magnesium shavings. But this is where we put it in a pot, and man, sometimes these pots will kick. Well, they all kick, but good chair for nap. Outlets to plug your phone in. I tell you, this heater right here worked. It would sweat anybody out. I had an old timer train me a little bit. He used to keep that little shack right there so hot you couldn't go in it. Man. All these pots. This was the most used one, S41. We'll take a peek in. I know it's clean. This right here, S42, is the most dangerous pot. Not because it's in bad shape or anything, but we used to run one of the worst things in here. Used to call DMAP. Now, if you got exposed to that, might as well go ahead and write your will. Sign it off, because you just cashed it in.